Abuse VQ, stay locked
Let's
in.
go A-Team. So I'm getting my measurements down. I'm starting to get everything locked and loaded. You already know GTR hood vents. But I got something else for you guys, and let's pop this out of the box. So squad, let's get it, right? Y'all already know. Let's throw the GTR fender vent on it. Get that air going. You already know. Change the whole look of this joint. But I'm gonna see how to line this up on how we want it. But yeah, team, we about to go all in. You already know the vibe. 9 inches from the top, 1.5 inches from the outer line, 22 inches from the bottom, and 15.5 from the side. So let's put that in scope on. This is how I got my positioning for my GTR hood vent. So again, that's gonna be 9 inches from the top, 1.5 from the inside here, coming from this line right here straight over to this part here. That should be 15 and a half. And then from the very tip down here to the bottom of the hood, that should be 22 inches and should be straight, team. So just make my markings and then start to outline the bottom so we can start to make some cuts. Y'all already know what time it is, ready? Team, show y'all where we at right now. See, piece of the damn hood missing. Cut. Let's go. So everything's good here. You're definitely gonna have to take your heat shield for under your hood off. I'm gonna have to cut this out. As you see, I already started cutting and my battery died from doing this right here. You really don't have to cut this from the way this is sitting, the hood vent, right? So once we get it in here, you'll see it'll be able to drop down right in there and we should be wavy, team. Now my next joint on how to secure it is going to be my next feet because I don't want to use rivets. I feel that's gonna take away from the decorum of the hood vent. So I'm gonna see what else I can use in light of that to make it work. Let's go, squad. So this is how we looking. Yo, looks good. I will take it. Let's bring it back. Looks good. Let's slide it on in. Let's get a little closer. Bring it back. All right. Definitely gives it that little flair. We gotta do the other one, but team, just gotta probably, we'll take this out and we'll shave down like the inside just to smooth that out and have this sit flush. And then from there, we'll work on seeing exactly how we want to like mount it, what we want to do to make sure that it sits properly so that this is not going anywhere. All right, squad. So now that we got the hole, right? Got everything cut out with the dermal. I switched it, right? So I came from my cutter right here and switched it over to the grinder. So now we can just kind of grind this and make this nice and neat. All right, squad. So one down, one to go. Yeah, you know what I mean? See how I'm originally finished locking this in, but just waiting for my dermal to recharge, make this last cut right here along the outside. That'll make it that perfect triangle little pizza that I need for it to sit flat like that. And then I'll go just get it tied down so it'll be flush. That's the whole joint, is to make sure it's flush. But other than that, anything coming along, squad, let's go. All right, so not done yet completely, but we got the holes so we can get them grounded. But as you can see, we got a little gap. But we're going to fix all of that. You know what I mean? Fill that in, have it looking nice and neat. But as of right now, squad, we in there. Everything, for the most part, symmetrical. We looking decent. Yo, let's get it, squadron. You already know. All right, team. Back at it. So now this is how I'm going to go at it, right? We're going to 3M it on the sides, right? So we're gonna go with 3 lines or 3 points of contact, right? So we're gonna go M3, right? M3 here on the sides. We'll take these off and make that nice and neat. I have my epoxy, right? Epoxy is gonna go right here, and right here, right? No need for it here because this is raised. All right, team, so see gray on the joint. I mixed my joint up. That's the batch that I made. Where's my stuff at? Epoxy. We're on here lit. Kind of got the 3M ready. So now just going to rip it off once I have it properly seated exactly how I like it with the 3 outer points. And then we'll be good from there. So let's go and see how we're going to position this to lock it in. I'll be right with y'all. Let's go. All right, team. Got the placement down. I'm feeling comfortable with it. It is, again, I had lined it up, so we're looking straight. Again, this was my point, but again, this is slanted. So going off of that, this is looking pretty good. Got to do this one next, but passenger side, left side is locked down. You already know. I'm honestly probably gonna leave it like that 24 hours just to make sure everything is good. The epoxy takes 4 to 6 depending on the ambient temperature. Down here in North Kakalaki, it should be decent for today. It's supposed to be like in the 70s if I'm not mistaken, so should be good. Should be good. So let's get this one done. We'll let that sit. Then you already know, team, today, lock everything in. Get those fender vents going. Let's go, baby. Again, locked in. Let's move the fender vents back. Don't want to mess those up. Put these up here. Just take this one, move it out the way. Better safe than sorry, right? Always. So, let's see. Just gonna raise it a little bit. And then you can see we are locked in, squadron. What I might do is fill in the gaps and stuff with some RTV, some black RTV, just to fill that in and make it look nice. Kind of the same thing over here, right, team? So, again, GTR hood vents, not exactly perfect, but you see there's a little gap for me here. Even with, oops, we're pressing it all the way down, there's still a little gap. So I'm gonna put some black RTV in here and some black RTV in here and on the sides just to fill those gaps in. The gap that's here, that's in the back, we're gonna keep that. We'll keep that. But everything else though, squadron, looking good. All right, team, back at it. Don't mind those, just a little extra added weight to hold that down until I'm ready to put the RTV silicone on the edges and seal it completely. We'll be good there. Then we'll do underneath the hood as well. But just show you I made my outline for my GTR fender vent. So it should sit something like this. There we go. Something like that. Give y'all a test fit look. And that should be good right there with the vent. So when I get the big brake kit, ooh, did I say that out loud? My bad. But yeah, this will help with the cooling for that. Let's go. You can see it's coming out slowly but surely. You know what I mean? We're gonna cut it down and get it ready for that vent. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. All right, 18. Y'all already see what it is, baby. So, hole in there. All right? Hole set. Everything's good. Booyah. All right? Drew it out. It looked perfect on the draw. And then to go on the outside of the lines actually made it way easier. So now, let me show y'all. once we test fit it, just a test fit. Booyah. Booyah. Looks fire. Let's back out a little bit more. Oh yeah. Zesty. Pull it in. Alright, so again, it's just test fitted. I know it's hanging out and stuff over here. I'll get it properly seated and everything, but that's what we're looking like for the most part, team. Alright, I'll finish making it nice, clean, neat, sitting it and seating it all the way properly, but looking good for now. Let's get it. So got the passenger side, working on it, making the cuts. I see even from looking at the vent and sizing it up, this is a decent joint, probably back this way. This is gonna be a decent size space once I cut that down. But I wanna make sure I keep this ridge, but I'm probably gonna have to cut a little bit more here so it'll be able to fit and it'll line up with the other one on the driver's side. But we're in motion, team. You already know. Let's get it. So I just wanted to give y'all guys a quick behind the scenes on how I set the 3M up for me to get this joint on and popping. This is how I did the driver's side, well, the passenger side. And yeah, let's get it, team. You know. Squadron, we in there. Passenger side done. Whew. Task, but we got it symmetrical, got it lined up. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. So, passenger side done now. Just gonna give it a couple days. Because I went with the 3M for the GTR fender vents, only because like glue and trying to see what would fit in there, I don't know, wasn't doing it for me. But 3M, nice, secure, same thing I use for my window rain guards, like, yeah, you know. Coming through though. Little dirty, don't trip. A little dirty, but we'll get that. We just want to make sure everything in order, team. You already know, baby. Let's go. Let's get y'all. Alright. Y'all already know the vibe. Your boy Sir V, aka that OG. Stay locked and loaded.